Well, you guys know I have a soft spot in my heart for all animals. I've rescued all of mine. And when we interviewed Tabitha Brock the other day, she mentioned she rescued a pup as well. Well, Foster failed, I think, a pup as well. And I have Ashe Anthony with me today. Is it Layla's Legacy?
It is Layla's Legacy Animal Rescue.
Layla's Legacy Animal Rescue. We love anybody who helps our animals out. So tell me a little bit. First of all, welcome to Good Morning, Frederick.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having us.
Of course. Tell me a little bit about how the rescue got started.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I am one of the co-founders. My fellow co-founder, Madison Richwine, and I started this organization last year in 2023 with a goal of saving the lives of dogs that were impacted by breed bias and behavioral or medical challenges, and recently launched into cats this year as well. She and I have known each other for many moons, and this is something so near and dear to our hearts that the DMB community really needed. And so it made sense for us to launch this. And we are very lucky to say that we've saved over 370 lives since we started last year.
That's pretty impressive for 1 year,
Yeah.
370. I like how you used, what was your term?
Breed bias is a
Breed
misconception.
biased, breed
Mhm.
bias. That's really interesting. So, where do you find the dogs and or cats now, I guess, that you choose to rescue?
Yeah, we get asks from all over the place. It can be anything from an owner surrender, but to a shelter. But most of the animals that we pull, over 70% of them actually come from PG County. They are one of the last remaining counties in the United States of America to have a breed ban in place that doesn't allow dogs that are deemed a bully breed to live in the county. So they are the most in need in our direct community. But we also pull from Montgomery County, Berks County Shelter, HRA in DC, Southern Virginia, and have even gone as far south as Georgia and Florida. So we do pull all over, but we try to focus as much of our efforts as we can on the local community.
Wow, that's unreal. Yeah. And I'm sure there's always a greater need than capacity, but
Always.
how, so you work on a foster system, is that correct?
That's right. We are fully foster based, which is a delineation between a shelter and a rescue most of the time. So a shelter has a standalone facility. They sometimes do have foster homes, but the majority of the time they have kennel space. A foster based organization like us, we rely fully on foster homes. So Layla's Legacy's capacity is dependent on how many humans are willing to open their hearts and home as a foster. And without that, we can't save more lives, even if we had the financial capacity or our team had capacity to do more work. Foster homes is really the only way that we're able to do that.
Yes, yes. So currently, how many fosters do you have?
In our roster, we have just over 500 fosters in our system, but most foster programs run on a thirds rule, which means that there's a third of that grouping that are active and actively moving around with animals. There's a third that are traveling and can't right now, and a third that are taking a pause for whatever reason. So at any moment, you typically want to have somewhere between 3 to 5 times as many animals as you have in care, which is where we're acting currently. Most of the time, we have somewhere between 90 to 110 animals in care. And so we have somewhere around that, 1 to 200 animals, one to
Yeah.
200 fosters that are active.
So if there is a family out there who would love to be a foster, is that information I'm assuming is available on your website?
Absolutely. We try to make it as easy as humanly possible. The first step for anyone is to fill out our foster form, which is available on our website, Layla's Legacy Animalrescue.org. And then one of our team members will do a phone call with you, which is just to really talk about what it looks like. What does the program look like? How does it work for someone in your space? Do you have kids or dogs or cats in the home? What's your schedule like? What kind of animal would you need to be fostering? And answer any questions that you have. And if it goes well and you decide to move forward, then we match you with a foster animal, whether that's one that we have in care or one that's in the shelter that needs to get out urgently.
Awesome. And I think you guys have a big event coming up here
We
soon.
do. We
And
do
tell us,
on
yeah,
October
tell us about that.
11th. Yeah, October 11th, so very, very soon. Friday, October 11th from 7 to 9 p.m. in Eastern Market, DC. We will be having our first annual gala. We're really excited as our team has been working very hard on this this event, but we'll have a silent auction. There'll be music, cocktails, food, etc., and everything that's raised from the gala and in general, any donations ever made towards our organization, 100% of it goes towards our animals. So it'll be a celebration of how many lives we've saved in our year and a half of operations and a way to give back to the community and hopefully raise some money for us to continue operations in 2025.
Yes, I mean, that's phenomenal, and again, I mean, I think it's great you guys are, as you told me, an all volunteer-based organization, so 100% of the donations and money raised goes to these, animals. What are your goals now as we're nearing 2024, the end of it, for 2025? Do you have any big
Yeah.
numbers on the horizon?
That's my favorite question to be asked because when we made our goals, when Madison and I made our goals for the organization, we had a 1, 2, 3, year goal of how many animals we would save per year, and we surpassed our 2-year goal in our first year. So
Wow.
we have realigned our goals, and for 2025, our goal is to save 500 lives just in that year alone, which would put us almost 1,000 lives in the first 3 years. So that is our big goal. In order for us to achieve that, we definitely need to fundraise. So the gala is a huge part of that. But just in general, more fosters, volunteers, and donors is the best way to help us reach that.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, we think what you're doing is excellent. We want you to keep
Thank you.
charging on. We will be sure to share your website with all of our viewers and information about the gala. And
Amazing.
we look forward to hopefully maybe getting you some fosters or watching you continue to grow this organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.